the captions or whatever, the memes. It can't stop me because it's a vision that I have and it's goals that I have that I set out for myself that I gotta get there no matter what.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and as you can see, the title of this podcast is How to Get to Prison. This is just going to be a podcast of different people coming on my channel, telling us what they did to get to prison, and just in hopes that you guys will avoid doing some of these things, unless, of course, you want to go to prison, then by all means, this is the guide. This is my first guest. I'm going to go ahead and step out of the frame. I'm going to let Brandon take over. And you might hear me in the background just asking questions if I feel like he should expand on something. But other than that, this is his story, and I'm going to go ahead and let him tell it. So let's start back in your childhood. Tell me about school. How was your school experience?
So my first school experience that I remember is at private school. It was like it was literally, we was the first class of that private school, but I had a group of little friends that I was hanging out with, and then, you know, when the private school ended just abruptly, we just had to go to the surrounding school of our address, whatever. So we all ended up going to the same middle school, and that's when I believe it was 7th grade. 7th grade is when, like, I realized that, like, I don't know, it was just very weird. It was very different from, as far as the people that I knew from that, like, private school to middle school. Because in the private school, it was just very, very small. So, like, we had no choice but to talk to each other. Like, it was probably 4 boys in my class. I don't know, it was just, I was by myself. I just ended up by myself type shit. I couldn't really focus on the work because it was just, like, in my head so much of, I guess why people didn't like me or whatever. So I ended up stopped going to school because it was just too much. I remember one time, it was dress down day. I remember one time and it was like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, because I know, thinking back on that fucking outfit, I was too ashamed. But I had a great fucking Aeropostale shirt. I had some gray skinny jeans with some, I think it was Pumas or Converses, one of the two. I just knew I was the flyest thing walking in that bitch. I was the only person dressed down. When I say that fucking outfit was like, oh my gosh, it gave California, like, jerking shit mixed with some Georgia shit. Like, it was really country as fuck. I was like, I don't know what I thought. I don't know what the fuck I thought. I just remember walking in the hallways, you know. It was just embarrassing. Then I remember one day this random ass, well, it was random as fuck, but not random boy, like this man named Darius. Damn, I cannot think of his last name right now. But I don't know, one day he just randomly, like, hit me one day. He mistakenly thought that I said something, like, he slapped my glasses off in front of this girl named Destiny. And Destiny was like this loud, like, you know. So it was just one thing after another, and it was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing except trying to come to this place? And so I ended up just not going, and I got so bad to a point where I had a truancy letter. My mama had to go to court, I had to go to court, and it was either her go to jail or I go to jail, and then we had to get a fucking...
And how old was you at this time?
This is 7th grade, so...
Maybe 12, 13?
About, yeah, 13, 14. Yeah, I remember standing in them, like, I would literally stand in the shower when my mom would come in her house, like when she finally get off work, because I'll be in the house out all day. I won't be in the house all day, but I just won't be at school. Like, I'll just...
And when your mom come home, what you mean you would stand in the shower?
Like, I'll run in the shower, I'll run in the room, or I'll run in the shower room. I'll run in the bathroom type shit, like...
So she wouldn't know you was at home?
Yeah, so I remember one day she caught me. I guess she heard my footsteps, whatever. She caught me, and then she was like, what the, like... I remember she was like, if somebody up there bullying you, I'll go up there and, like... And I was like, no, I'm not getting bullied. And it was just the whole fact, I just didn't want to go to school because I know people didn't like... It was, and then the grade after that, it was just a different vibe. Like, I was... Like, that's when I became popular type shit, like...
And that was what, 8th grade then?
8th grade. But that was my second 8th grade type shit. So it was like.
So wait, you repeated the 8th grade?
I repeated the 8th grade, yeah. They made me repeat the 8th grade.
Why did, I guess because you wasn't doing no work, you weren't going to school?
I wasn't doing shit, yeah. I wasn't there. Like, I know well over 100 days. Like, I think it was in the I want to say 130 something.
Wow.
Like, I was not at school. Like, I was not there. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like maybe I just didn't understand the outside norm or like the how social society works, whatever.
Because you had been in private school.
Type shit, like.
And public school is different. That's understandable. So you missed so many days of school that they made you repeat the 8th grade. And the second time you took 8th grade, you say you were popular.
That's when I was like.
So why? What changed?
I don't know. Like,
I guess those students that bullied you, I guess they had graduated.
They was gone
to high school.
It was, and then you know, now that I look back on all that, like I look in the teacher's perspective because it was the same teachers, it was the same like, and they seen this whole different, like literally a whole new person. Like, I had 2 girlfriends and it was crazy. It was crazy.
So your sister was already at the high school when you got there?
My sister and the people that I went to, my original class, like literally everybody went to the same middle school and high school.
So the people that bullied you were at the high school?
I was beefing with everybody because I was so, like, now that I look back at it, I was just, like, I was ticking with them because I remember all the shit they ticked with me, like, I don't know.
So now you was bullying them?
Not bullying them.
Starting stuff?
Starting shit. I was starting a lot of shit. Because everybody knew everybody, so everybody knew each other. So it wasn't really much like a secret that it's a new branding or just it was just like, eventually, I just ended up getting kicked out of Money's Mill at 10th grade.
Okay.
It was because the teacher wanted to see my phone, and I'm like, bro, this person got their phone out too. Like, you know, it was one of those, so I was arguing with the teacher, and then security came. I don't know if the teacher, but the principal and my mom had like this little thing because my mom also told me before school started, if I get into anything, I'm going to military school if I get in trouble or whatever. This was really on some like, you know, we're not going to have that this year type shit. It was, I don't know, and then right after that I went to military school, so I don't know if my mom and the principal was on some shit like, I don't know.
Okay, so you got kicked out, you go to military school. How do you get out of military school?
Because I was fighting.
Oh, so you got kicked out there too?
Okay. I got kicked out of military school as well. Fighting. Then they gave me a chance to go to another platoon. But that platoon, they was doing some real fighting. Like, they was over there, like, fighting every single day, getting kicked out. I said no, because...
And did you not want to go over there because they was fighting hard, or you just
I
didn't want to...
I think it was 2 parts of it. Like, I didn't want to deal with all that new fighting shit, and it was new people that I was fighting. You know, I was in control of what I had going on over there. So it was just like, when he hit me with the wing bam, like, he's like, turn around and shoot a new charge. I'm like, I definitely should have stayed in military school.
Okay.
For sure. Like, that's one thing I wish I did.
So you said, no, I'm not going over there, and what happened? You go home?
I go home.
And how old are you at this time?
I was 16.
Okay. So you go home from military school and you go where? Home? Went
home on the bus. I'm trying to think, like, did my mom was like, I think she was just more so like disappointed. She wasn't really like on some, you gotta get out of here type. You feel me? So I think that she really was just disappointed. Too much after I got out of elementary school is when I got arrested. 2 or 3. That's crazy.
So what happened?
So that's when we was living in Point South, and it was in Point South was just like always just real raunchy. So we was just like adapting to our environment. Like, well, I know I was always outside. I always wanted to go to the back. Like, I literally remember days wishing, like, dang, I wish I just lived in the back.
The back of the neighborhood?
The back of the neighborhood, like the back of the neighborhood. Like that's where everything went going on because, of course, you know. So yeah, the back was just always a thing to do. Like that was always like a move to check, like for sure. Like somebody crib in the back jumping, for sure. Like somebody got the door wide open, somebody, on the game, somebody loud. You just walk in, it's just a vibe. Like it was the whole neighborhood was just literally a vibe. Of course, I met Camilla first with Corilla. She went to, I don't know how originally we got cool, but
that was the first person you met in the neighborhood?
Far as well, I met Skeet first, cause Skeet my next door neighbor. I think I met Corilla first, and Corilla, she's just a female in the neighborhood, so she know everybody. Like Corilla be having everybody at her house when she not supposed to. I remember days of like probably every day I'm over there, we gotta run out the back because her mama walk in. She's literally having her back to the door, holding her mama from opening the door because she has people in the house.
Is that how you met other people in the neighborhood?
Yeah, because everybody was at her house. That's how I met Ambrose, because her and Ambrose was like, I used to hear her and Ambrose, doing the little do. Like, they used to be loud while I'm downstairs, they upstairs. It was crazy, like, and then it was crazy. So, and that's how I met Asar, because Asar lived right next door to Corilla. Yeah, we was just always just in the back. Like, we was always just kicking it just in the back, making up ideas, especially just me and Asar, just always coming up with something. Like, I ain't gonna lie, he's always just coming up with something. Like, I'm just like,
so what ended up happening? How did you end up?
So it pretty much was just like, you're gonna sell something on the internet that you have in possession that you know you're not supposed to sell or you don't want to sell. And
so that was your idea to put something on the internet, like you said. Put something on the internet and pretend like you want to sell it and take their money and keep your eye on. And that was the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. iPhone 4S, and then unlocked iPhone 5C. That's when the iPhone 5C just came out. So we was really texting for that 5C. We were using my email. We was just moving. We just had literally create an account, just like, we finna do this. We finna do this now. This is how we finna do it. Blah blah blah. Like just.
So y'all will create an account on Craigslist.
Create an account on Craigslist, selling this one product.
So and just put your iPhone 4 up there.
And just watching the responses, giving them the address.
And how would y'all choose who to?
I mean, we talking through emails, so it's not really like we just literally invite everybody who want this phone. Like, you want this phone? All right.
How much was the phone listed for?
$1 to $150, at the most. $1 to $150.
Okay.
Because we looking at the value of the phone type, but when we had that 5C, I know they was doing it for about $300 because it just came out. So probably did that two or three times, and first one was cool. It was just the rush of what the fuck am I doing? Like, it was just like, what the fuck? Like, we really I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. The second one, it was, I guess, a learning lesson, because the second one, it was like more of a rush thing, and it just didn't go as like for it just, I don't know, it just went bad as soon as it started.
So the first time it was successful, but what happened the second time? The second
time, like, a dude, okay, he was there to buy the phone. I guess his friend was in the back seat, just watching, like, what's going on. And I guess he felt like the vibe where he seen something sketchy. And
were y'all acting sketchy?
I mean, as far as I know, I wasn't acting sketchy, but I know that, like, Ambrose was like on some, like, he more like with the just give me that shit, like, just give me, you know what I'm saying, it's a robbery, like, and he was like, or I'm taking your shit. He not finna, oh yeah, let me get the money first, or, type thing. Like, he's just all in your face with it. So it's just like, I know that his energy probably was just like stiff, or I can just imagine how we looked. Like, you feel me? Like, it was just, I can just imagine how we looked for selling a iPhone 4. Like,
So he had every right to feel like it was suspicious.
yeah, oh yeah, all these people had every right to feel like it was just like, if they was just I ain't gonna say the smartest ones, but like they was just the ones that really like, okay, yeah. But
so what did he do from the back? From the you said he was in the back seat.
he just like got out the car and was like, bro, we not doing that. Like he pulled out his little gun, and we said like, we ain't pull like wave it, but he just upped it and showed it like we not doing that. Yeah, I can go ahead type shit. So we just left for real, and it was just more so of like, well, we really out here fucking playing with people. Like we really out here like trying it. So I don't know, but even after that, so we kept going. I think it was just like I don't know, because I imagine me coming up with this fucking idea to rob people on Craigslist, like randomly, bro, like.
The second time, y'all got a gun pulled out on y'all, and it didn't work. Y'all didn't get no money. What happened? What was the conversation when y'all walked back home?
You know, it was just like, bro, what the fuck, like. I was more so in shock that this man, like, one was even there, or like, and then two had a gun. So I was like, bro, what the hell? So like, now do we need a gun type shit, or it was just like more so like we need to be more prepared now. Like it was just more so like, I don't know. It wasn't no we need to stop. It wasn't no we need to rethink anything. It was this the spot, this the motherfucking location they come to. Bitch, this is what we gotta do next time. Bitch, we gotta motherfucking move quicker next time or some shit like. But you know, it was just like it wasn't no. I don't know. I think we seen how easy it was for real, because it was easy the first time. I ain't gonna lie, like it was. I don't know.
So the third time,
we had this African man come through, and when this African man came through, he was just like, you know, they was real timid. Like they real like, you know what I'm saying? Like they real like.
So who spoke first? So what y'all say? Give us the money, or what he said?
No, you know, we just having a real conversation with her. You know what I'm saying? He want to see the phone. Of course, he wants to see the phone because he's buying it. Like he want to see the phone. You not finna take my motherfucking phone. Like this is my real phone. Like this is my real deal phone that I'm use every day. It never got to them touching the phone. They can see that I have the phone in my possession, but they're not about to touch my phone. Like so. I don't know exactly what the conversation was before.
But y'all eventually said, give us the money.
We eventually, I think that was the problem. What it was, I think he didn't want to give us the money because he didn't see no phone, or he wasn't getting the phone in hand or whatever. So you know, he got swung on. So he's scared, so he was screaming. It literally sounded like somebody punched the fuck out of some bird, like stepped on it, jumped on it. Like it was so loud, like you would think that this is a whole woman. But when he screamed, it was a neighbor. You know, we in a neighborhood. We in the actual neighborhood. Like we're literally in just a dead end of a neighborhood. And the dead end was so short. It was, you know, just a few houses. So down the street, it was a neighbor just doing whatever, getting out of the car or whatever. She looked over, and of course, she either saw us running to the gate or running. So she called the police, and of course, the guy that got hit called the police.
Did y'all have any money?
No. I don't believe we made money from that job. I don't want to say we did. I think after that, I feel like that's when I was like, okay, I'm done with doing it, at least with Ambrose. Like, I'm just done with doing it with Ambrose type shit. So I don't feel like it was a conversation. That's how I've always been. I'm not going to, like, if I observe something, I'm going to just, because like I told you the first time, like, when the gun got pulled out, it was because of Ambrose. So I know that, like, the second, if it happens a second time, then, you know, and of course, it was because he punched him.
So when y'all went home that day, you had just decided to yourself you wasn't really going to do it no more?
Not really no more. It was just, like, not do it with Ambrose. I don't even think, even from that day, I had a plan to stop for real until they put out a warrant for me or put out for me for questioning, because it was my email address that we used. So they found my email address, and once they found my email address, they knew who I was. They wanted me to go for questioning. But I'm like, I was shook the fuck up, honestly. I was shook the hell up because I was like, what the hell is going on? Honestly, I wasn't shook up as I should have been. That I think of it because.
Well, how long after the
Probably
last?
4 days, 5 days. Not long at all. Not even a whole week.
And you wasn't as shook up as you should have been, you said?
Yes, like, I called them back. Like, I called them back and said, hey, you want to meet me up? You want to meet up with me? Like, I was like, you feel me? I don't know what I was going to do, but I was going to. Because I knew what they was calling for. But, so, yeah, they end up pulling up on me. Like, literally, probably 5 minutes after that call, they pulled up on me. And I was outside with Andrea, Kay, and Skeet. Skeet called it out as soon as she seen the detective car. He said they go to the detective car. As soon as she said that 10 police cars came. And it was just like, and then, you know, Kay, the fucking scammer, she was outside loud as hell, fucking, y'all can't do that, y'all can't do this. I'm like, bro, what are you talking? Like, bitch, I'm guilty as hell. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. So when they just set me down, it's like, where's the phone? They thought I had 2 phones on me, which, now that I think of it, probably was at 5C. They thought I had 2 phones on me, but once they seen I had the 4, which probably did the most, you know, attraction or most, you know, cause whatever, they was like, okay, no, they hear, you know, this is the evidence that they needed. Like, they literally, that's all they needed for the evidence. Yeah, they locked me up.
Where was your mom?
She right there. She was right there. It was her and Brianna right there. I think they was just walking in, I think. Or, yeah, they was just walking in. Yes, bro, like, it was crazy, man.
So you was in your neighborhood?
Yeah. Yeah. I called at Corella House, which Corella was at the top of the neighborhood, and I live, like, literally, if this is, like, Corella right here, and then I'm just, like, literally right here. Like, literally. Yeah. Corella at the top. So it's like, I was a few houses down. I called at Corella House as I'm walking down, literally, at my doors up to meet Skeet. Skeet called it out because he's my, you know, he like, they go to the detective car. Yeah, like, literally, after I made that phone call, I was like, I don't know. I think I said I'll come down there or, you know, whatever.
You think they were on the way, or was the station that close?
You know it's Clayton County. I don't know. Ain't no telling. But
they pulled up. You said about 10 of them.
Hell yeah.
And they arrested you?
Yeah. It was crazy. So, eventually, the first time I bonded out.
Okay.
My mom bonded me out. You know, we was moving because we got kicked out of Point South because, you know, the police was situation. All that moving around, I'm not thinking of nothing. And I don't know why that my mama convinced me that they dropped the charges. I don't know where she got that. I don't know. So we was all the way in Tallahassee.
Thinking that they dropped the charges.
I'm over here living La Vida Loca. Done got me a job at Walmart. I'm over here doing my 1-2.
How long after is this?
It's probably a year and something. Like a year and a few months. Like not too far away. But you know, after that 12, I think either 6-month or 12-month mark, they send you a court date. And if you miss that court date, now you have a warrant. So I'm working at Walmart. I don't know why I scam. They had, you know, the cards that the job give you is a reloadable card, it's a prepaid card. So I noticed that I was working customer service. So, you know, I noticed that you can reload cards on that register or whatever, like on that type of register. So I don't know why I added $9.85 to my card on a Monday.
$985?
Yeah. On a Monday. I was off Tuesday. Went back to work on Wednesday. As soon as I clocked in, as soon as I walked in, the motherfucker said, can you come to the back? I already knew what it was. I already knew what time it was. So I was like, you know, I ran. I ain't gonna lie, I ran. Cause I don't know why. I don't know fucking why I did that. Like, I don't know why.
Did you need money?
I had a job. I was working at Walmart, bro. Like, literally. I didn't need nothing. I don't know why. Because it was right there. Because I could. It was like, and I did. And I used that motherfucking money after I got out. But the whole thing is,
You ran
I ran
to.
I went to CVS across the street. The CVS, and then I didn't see the manager outside smoking a cigarette. So I went behind a dumpster, finna change my clothes, order me a lift. I don't fell in the middle of the street and everything. That's when them white Arachis was out. I had a fresh pair of white Arachis with my little khakis and a little, blue shirt. Bust my ass in the middle of the street, forehead all like, as soon as I hit the street. Oh my gosh, I still feel that fucking like, not a, so got the fuck up and ran. Mind you, everybody is seeing this shit. So like, everybody seeing me fall. Everybody seeing me run across the street. Everybody seeing me like go behind this dumpster. I'm just like literally just running from the police right now. Like running from getting arrested. Like, it was. What the like? I don't know why. So, all I remember hearing is he said you can come from around the dumpster or something. Like I heard a door close actually. Like I heard the police door close, and whatever. And then eventually whatever. Long story short, the manager behind the door that was smoking a cigarette she flagged the police down and like pointed at the dumpster. So it was just like, while I'm over here changing my clothes and ordering lifts, the officer just writing out like just right behind me, just like waiting on me to come behind the dumpster. So I ended up when I got arrested for that, I found out they had a warrant for me in Jonesboro for the robbery. So I just knew that I wasn't like not coming home for a good little minute. So when I went to their little jail when I went through their jail system, Florida's, it was just I believe I filed for like first offender or something.
So as far as Florida, how long did you do in their jail?
Probably a month and a half. Probably.
And then did you get out or you got transferred?
Well, I got transferred. They picked me up in the paddy wagon, picked me up along with some other people that was being transferred to different places. Picked me up. I was asking everybody, anything that y'all can help me with, like, what do I do? Because I know this was the one that I was most worried about. Like, this is when I was always thinking of coming up. This is when I really thought that was gone. Like, listen to my mama, I'm thinking that.
So, okay, that's right. You thought that these charges had got dropped. So once you had got arrested in Florida, how did you find out that
when they run your name, warrants come up. I never was.
Oh, you had a warrant. That's right. You said that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I wasn't driving or nothing, so I wasn't getting pulled over to, get these checks. Like I was thinking my name's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nope. Pull my name. I had a warrant. I'm out here fucking stealing from Walmart. Got a fucking warrant for robbery. I'm just a fucking thief. Like, what the fuck? So it's just like, I was just sick. Like, even during my time in Florida, I was most worried about what the fuck we about to do in Atlanta. Like,
so you said you was asking everybody what to do about that robbery?
I was asking everybody what, like, not, because, not just like, what, like, I wasn't even talking, like, wasn't nobody talking to me in there. Like, not in Florida, at least. Like, Florida was, but I was just like stressing. Like I was really stressing. When I got to Atlanta or Clayton County.
So was it just one day in the middle of the night, or how did that work? Your transfer?
Just to
or did they let
pull
you
you
know
whenever. Honestly, no, they won't let you know ahead of time, but they gonna pull you whenever, and whatever is. Whenever they get there, for real. Whenever they call your name and whenever your time is up.
Okay, so yeah.
Well, of course, they gonna like wait till you do your full time, but they not gonna let you know when your, Unless you know your time, unless you know they gave you a date, they're not about to tell you nothing.
Okay. So you got to Atlanta.
When I got to Clayton County, you know, I was just sick because I don't know why. I don't know why I just knew I could bond out when I got to Clayton County. Like, but then they say you got a fucking warrant. You can't bond out with a warrant. I just knew I was just like, okay, I might have to do 10 years in prison. Like, I cried on the phone and everything. I didn't give a fuck. I was crying on the phone. My mama I was like, bro, I was sick as hell. But after that, like, first little night of intake, I just realized, like, I just accepted it. I was just like, okay, cool. I'm gonna have to adapt to my environment. Like, no.
And at this time, did you know how long you was gonna have to do it?
Nope. Still didn't know. So.
Oh, that's right.
I thought I was ready to bond out when I got in there. Like, I was expecting to bond. I was like, you know. So I was just like, literally like this. I was just
fucked up about it.
Just fucked up about it. I'm just like sick, drunk, whatever y'all want to call it. I'm just like, well, what the fuck? It's a robbery, a felony. Like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, mind you, this has happened probably like a year and something ago. So I'm not that same nigga that was out there robbing. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even hang with them niggas no more. Like, I'm in Florida. Feel me? Like, I'm over here getting a job and, you know what I'm saying, doing a whole new shit. So it was like a whole new mindset. I had new shit going on. I was just like, what the fuck? So, but I really can't be, I put myself in this shit. Like, I'm out there, but why am I stealing from Walmart when I work at Walmart? Like, so, but.
Eventually you went to court, and what'd they say?
First they said 2 years, and it's just after waiting 3 months to get a court date or go in front of a judge. First he said 2 years. 2 years.
And I guess you said yes or no.
I think it was a 10-2. I said no. I was no. Because, mind you, they said that since it's my first time, everybody in the jail cell was telling me, oh, you're going to like time serve or 6 months or, you know, a year. Like, literally a 12 months at the most. So I'm thinking, okay. Or really they were saying you're going to get like a little, there's one guy that was the same age as me. He got a burglary charge, but he had like a little program or whatever. Like a little boot camp. Pretty much like the same thing as military school for but they like you can damn near ask for that with your little lawyer that you have, whatever. I think my lawyer said I was too old enough to do it, or.
And did y'all have a pay lawyer or a court appointed?
No, we had a court appointed lawyer. Yeah, we had a court appointed lawyer. At the most a month later, I went back in front of a judge and they said, 10-1, which is 10 years on probation, technically, and 1 year served in, you know, in prison or jail. I chose jail. I asked for jail because I'm not about to go to prison. I was petrified of prison. Like, when I was so afraid of going to prison, I said no. I asked the judge, can I do my 12 months in Clayton County? When they put me in, I was like, when they put me in red for the first time, I was like, what the world? Like, I just knew I was going to prison. I thought I was going to prison when they put the red on. I thought it was prison bus outside. But red is high max. Red is high max.
So you talking about your clothes?
You know, the jumpsuit, the red jumpsuit, the prison jumpsuit, yeah. So
what other colors they had, or what?
Just orange and red. Orange is the like misdemeanors, and red is the felonies. You can cut like that, or like the violent felonies. Now they would have said. Now they told me I should have went to prison, and I would have been home 6 months faster than I was home, because prison moves you faster. So they just want to get you in and get you out. They said I would have been in Jackson for like a month or two, and then would have got time served for the whole little thing. That's what they say.
I heard also that if you go to prison instead of going to jail, you wouldn't have got all that probation time.
No, I didn't hear that, but I can see that. I can see that
I
happening.
heard that. And I don't know if that's true, people, but I did hear that.
But I also filed the first offender plea.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So how many times can you use that?
Once, I believe.
So you didn't use it in Florida?
I couldn't have.
Okay.
Unless they have it like once per state, which I doubt. I don't know exactly what plea I used though.
So you end up doing a year in Clinton County, and that's how you got there.
Yeah.
That's how you got to jail.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your story. We really appreciate it.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
The captions or whatever the memes, it can't stop me because it's a vision that I have and it's goals that I have that I set out for myself that I got to get there no matter what.